Oh, bless you.
Are we ready?
My duties. My duties.
Can I call Congress to order, please?
I'll get Martin on them. We'll pass around this delegation.
Thank you, delegates. If we could have a bit of quiet in the room, we are not here for very long. Congress, I hope you've enjoyed your long lunch and made sure that you got to go around all the exhibits. And if you're staying for the workshop, then obviously you get another opportunity to go and speak to them all. I've just got two announcements before we just get into the main part of the agenda. From the RMA, the raffle has now been drawn, so please go to the stall, but not now. You've got until 11:30 in the morning. Go to the stall to see if you have won a prize, and that's between any time now and 11:30. And also an announcement from the York Disabled Cooperative Workers. We would like to thank Congress for their kind generosity and support, raising £774. It's been a very difficult year with the sudden passing of Phil Davis. The board and the small group of disabled workers decided in honour of Phil to keep the business going. This could not have been achieved without the help of the GMB North West and Irish region and Wigan 87 branch. Congress, I am proud that we'll be spending the afternoon supporting our members' Equal Pay campaign in this very city. Before some of us head out to the planned demo and march, we will have a short presentation about our wider equal pay work. Once the presentation is complete, I'd ask delegates who are joining the march to collect their belongings, follow our equal pay campaigners out of the hall downstairs, and follow instructions from the stewards in high-vis jackets. And on that note, can the volunteer stewards please meet outside the hall to get your briefings and the aforementioned high-vis jackets from Southern Region staff. Those who are unable to join the march, please remain in the hall for the planned equal pay workshop. And just on a note of the march, if you do have orange smoke, I know we had it in the march last year, please could you make sure you're kind of on the outside of the march, because for people who've got asthma, actually it doesn't help them at all. So not saying you can't use it, but please just be aware of where you are, not right in the centre of the demo. So we'll just go into the video now, please.
Knowing that you're paid unfairly, knowing that we've been having money stolen from us is really disheartening, especially with how hard we work. The demands of our jobs having been so much greater now than they were when I first started working as a teaching assistant all those years ago. There's so many more demands now, so you're working your hardest to do the best for the children, and then realising you're being underpaid and having money stolen from you is really, really soul destroying. When we all got together on the school gate, we got so much support from parents who were like, you know, do what you've got to do, you do a great job. You do feel this level of guilt from not being there for the children, but at the same time you know that you're sending a good message to that generation to say stand up and have your voices heard.
The job's changed a lot. It's evolved now into more personal care. The pay hasn't kept up to reflect what we're doing now. First time I've ever done a strike, and it was quite interesting. The more people that gathered, the more hype. The people from the news came, so you know, we could go home at night and say, oh look, see, we're on the television and we're really fighting for the cause.
The job that we do is more than what you get paid for, so we had to make a point and make a stand that this is what we're fighting for. We all had banners, we were all walking through the city centre, all the women congregated together. The atmosphere was amazing, everybody came out to support us. Actually, when I got actually put me in a wee bit of depression. It was just life-changing because I didn't have to struggle. I just didn't know how to cope with that. because you've got a purpose every day you get up to go to your work. And it was good to pay off debt, keep my kids for the change, food in the cupboards in the fridge.
At the forefront of the equal pay campaigning. Our members are engaged, they are passionate.
I think we've lit a fire in their belly. Someone is actually standing up front and we're listening and we're here to fight for them.
We're bringing members into our family to be able to fight for their rights, because this is what equal pay is all about, fighting for women's rights.
Not.
I would like to welcome Ria Wolfson to the rostrum from our Women's Campaign Unit.
Thank you, President. 2 hot meals a day, filling the fridge without having to worry about the bill, a holiday for the first time in years, paying off my debts, freedom to leave an unsafe home. If anyone ever asks why GMB does equal pay, tell them what our members say. Tell them about the money stolen and that we're getting it back. Tell them about the lives that are being transformed. In 2015, I was a branch secretary in Glasgow schools. Every day I heard the same. Every day felt like the same. GMB members working 3 or 4 jobs for the same employer, managing multi-generational care, childcare, caring for elderly relatives, caring for grandchildren too. I would meet members in absence management 2, 3, 4 a day. Women being hurt in kitchens, but being given absolutely no credit for working in a dangerous environment. Women off long-term sick because of the NHS delays, and women for whom the strain of it had all become too much. And what was the union's ambition for those members? At the time, it wasn't high enough, until the fight for equal pay. Fast forward 4 years, and those same members achieved their first wave of settlement. Finally, cleaners, school kitchen workers, carers, classroom assistants had a sense that their work was being valued and started to receive the wages that had been stolen from them. And you heard what that meant to some of the women of Glasgow. 6 years later, GMB is supporting 27 large equal pay claims and campaigns, tens of thousands of women. I had one of my best moments of my year just last week. In a meeting with one of our reps, who's got an equal pay claim in Blaenau Gwent Council, with our equal pay legal officer, Lauren, we were discussing the merits of a settlement, an offer from the employer in response to our equal pay claims there. And it wasn't good enough. We agreed our red lines. The reps told us what they needed in order to feel valued, and we told the council it wasn't good enough. GMB rep Catherine told us how in the last round of equal pay claims, she'd been with another union, and she felt she didn't have the support. She was told to accept a couple of £1,000 just before Christmas, as it always is, because that was the best she was going to get. Well, in 2025, that's not how we do things in the GMB. Our members are given the best advice and support for them to achieve real pay justice and reject cheap and convenient buy-offs from their employers. Like in Birmingham, where over 4,000 GMB members trusted their organiser, Michelle McCrossin, when she asked women not to be bought out for £1,500 and sign away their right to equal pay. Following their historic strike, now those members are in touching distance of £250 million. Their money finally being returned to them. The Equal Pay Act was passed in 1970 and came into force in 75. 50 years later, the reality of equal pay still feels too far away. Our GMB Equal Pay campaigns build on the legacies and lessons from women's struggles that have come before us. We draw a direct line from the 4 Dagenham workers to the Glasgow women's strike, to the Birmingham Equal Pay strike, to strikes in Falkirk, to campaigns in Asda, Sunderland, Cardiff, Cumbria, Barnet, and here today in Brighton. In our equal pay campaigns, we see the best of workers and the worst of employers. In Swansea, the council is trying to kick out a judge because they think she might be a bit too pro-equal pay. And in Brighton, this Labour Council is trying to force our women members to not only have to sue their employer, which they are, but sue their union too. If the council's anti-union antics are successful, their legacy will be to destroy any working woman's ability to bring an equal pay claim. Imagine Labour in government pledging to make the right to equal pay finally accessible. Labour in Brighton threatening to destroy that right completely. Yesterday, the Chancellor was here, and she heard loud and clear from our Kim what GMB members expect and demand on equal pay. And you heard her say, as the first woman Chancellor, that this is an issue close to her heart. I know that the 45,000 GMB members currently fighting for equal pay will ensure that this government makes good on their promises. Our equal pay campaigns touch every corner of our union. Now, and ever since, an equal pay campaign that I learned about just today from North Western Irish that I think started in 1976. And let's see, in this room, how many of us are fighting for equal pay? I'm going to ask you to join me. Please come join me up here, down here. Please come join me, equal pay campaigners from Wales and South West, from North East Yorkshire and Humber region, from GMB Scotland, from London region, from Southern region, from Midlands, from North Western Irish, Our campaigners here say represent over 45,000 equal pay campaigners, GMB women that over the past couple of years have stepped up, said we will take on our employers and we will fight for equal pay.
Can I get everyone to stand up so I know you're ready? Because I don't see anybody getting ready for this march. Right, join all of us to go to all Congress to join us, to go and support our Brighton sisters with their struggle and put an end to this. Are we ready, guys? Yes!
Colleagues, let's lead them out.
Let's lead.
You go lead.
Anybody for the workshop, please stay in the hall.
Fisher. There'll be... Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. No worries.
if you're here for the workshop today, we're going to get started in about 5 minutes. It would be great if you could come in a bit closer, and I will not have to use this, and I'll just shout. Yes, please. Right here, front and center. Nobody hides in the back. Thank you.
Dean, take the motions off the top as well, please. Carl, can you pull a feed going around the building, please? Thank you. Oh, is it embedded in YouTube?